Coach, good to see you. Good to see your team. How just, catching up about your off season. How has your team progressed this spring? I know you guys have been in the weight room a lot. Just how do you feel about the overall morale right now?
Yeah, since that season ended, man, we started right back up end of November. And these guys have been hungry. They've been working their butts off. Still got a long ways to go. We're not where we want to be. But early on in the summer, the guys are flying around making some plays, which is always good to see.
I know you return a lot of key guys on both sides of the ball this season. What do you feel about the what you guys got in depth and just the overall overlook of the team?
Yeah, we had 7 to 8 sophomores starting last year, so to have those guys come back with some of the senior leadership, you look at Amari Beadle and Tyus Graves, Curtis Johnson, some of those seniors, those guys lead the way for us, and then everyone else kind of follows and falls in place. So we got a good mix of some experience, and then some of those sophomores who already have a year under their belt as well.
Talk about Mason too, started as a sophomore last year. What have you seen in his development this offseason?
He's built a little bit different as a quarterback, man. He's squatting over 4 plates. He's hang clean and 275 pounds, and he's not afraid of contact. And he's doing that while he can still stand in the pocket and throw it around. So he's been working a bunch, had some more quarterback training this summer, off season. And he's going to make a huge leap going into his junior season.
You and I talked about it a little bit, but this new kind of region thing has you guys placed in a pretty difficult spot in terms of the other teams. How do you feel about it and just the outlook when you look at your schedule?
Yeah, no excuses. Again, we have a long ways to go. You look at some of those teams right now, I don't think where we need to be able to compete with some of those top dogs. And so the only way we're going to get there is if we keep working our tails off, keep doing things the right way. And again, like we talk about being Chavez made all the time, got to be most physical, got to be the smartest, got to be the team with the most grit. That's really what we rely on. 11 has the ball always. So if we can do that, that'll get us in a position to win some games this year, which is ultimately what we want to do on the field. And we're really looking forward to the group we got.
I know you guys didn't end the way you would have wanted to last season, but it seems like you guys still had a lot of success. You talk about that Chavez made. How much have you really felt your players sort of endure that type of mentality?
No, it's huge for them to see some success last year. The 3-7 the year before, to go against the same schedule, to flip it to 7-3, make the 6A playoffs, and just lose to a better Mountain View team. Those guys are really good. And so, do we have a sour taste in our mouth from that game? We do, because that's where we want to get to. We want to get to be one of those programs. But the guys, they haven't been hanging their head, man. They've just been hungry. They've been hungry, and they've been getting after it in the weight room for sure.
What do you think is going to be the key for you guys? Maybe getting an early start this season and just kind of, starting off the year strong.
Yeah, well, we get a full off season. Last year we were with each other just for a few months before that season started. Now a full off season together, team camaraderie, the brotherhood, man. We just got to keep getting tighter. Once you're a family, man, that's the only way that you can be successful. So we're going to keep growing closer together, and then hopefully that translates to what we wanted to on the field.
I know, you were back at your alma mater last year, so it kind of felt like home. But, when you look back at your first year, what are some of the things you took away?
Chavez is a special place, man, always has been. The community, the leadership that goes on over there as far as administration, the teachers on campus, the staff. It's a very supportive group. The parents have been fantastic. It's just something that you love going into every day. To be able to see our guys, we got a tremendous group of guys. A lot of them are overlooked in my opinion, man, and they feel that way. We got that chip on our shoulder, and they just want to keep getting the chance to make some plays and show what they can do.
What do you want to do the rest of the summer to kind of just keep building your
We got to get
chemistry?
bigger, faster, stronger in the weight room. Like that weight room, we're nothing without it. So, we're in there early grinding, trying to beat the heat a little bit. But without that, we're not going to go very far. And then, just team bonding activities, team building activities, things that we can do that's really going to help us earn that trust with our teammates.
Last question. If you had to pick a player on your team to, cook you up a really good meal, who would you trust that would give you a solid dinner or lunch or something?
I'm definitely not going to Amari Bell because he's a vegan and I don't trust that. I'm going Big Kingston.
Okay.
6'3", 350 pounds. So I know Kingston can get down in the kitchen for Coach.
Are there any underdogs in your team that you're ready for the world to see this season?
Yeah, we do have a handful of them. I think Graves is one of those dudes. Tyus Graves, man, he's just a workhorse. Had 110 tackles last year. He's picked up a Montana Tech offer, but he's someone who just comes in and he does the work, man. I know he's not the biggest name out there right now, but that's a dude who we rely on for a lot of things.